With more than 400 billion cups of coffee consumed each year, coffee is one of the most popular drinks in the world. Good coffee for you? Yes. Studies show that drinking coffee every day can help reduce the risk of many serious illnesses and even make you feel better. This is the top health benefit of coffee, which has been confirmed in real human studies. Coffee can improve energy levels and make you smarter. Coffee can help people feel tired and increase energy levels. This is because it contains a stimulant called caffeine, which is actually the most actively consumed nerve agent in the world. After you drink coffee, caffeine is absorbed into the bloodstream. From there, it moves into the brain. In the brain, caffeine blocks an inhibitory neurotransmitter called adenosine. When that happens, the number of other neurotransmitters such as norepinephrine and dopamine actually increase, leading to increased activation of the neurons. Many human control studies have shown that coffee improves various aspects of brain function. This includes memory, mood, alertness, energy level, reaction time, and general cognitive function. Coffee may help prevent diabetes. Diabetes, a huge health problem everywhere with over 400 million people affected, affects around 8% of adults over the age of 18 are affected throughout the world. Gender. Studies show that people who drink coffee have a significantly lower risk of type 2 diabetes. In one study, participants with a daily intake of at least 3 cups of coffee reduced the risk of developing type 2 diabetes by 42%. If you are worried about diabetes, you may want to start covering coffee in your diet on a regular basis to improve your chances of preventing it. Coffee can help prevent liver disease. Studies have shown that there is a component in coffee to protect against liver disease called cirrhosis. If you have never heard of cirrhosis before, it is a condition where your liver tissue is damaged and replaced with scar tissue. It can develop in some ways like infection, obesity, and other ailments, but especially excessive drinking. Regular coffee drinks have been proven to be a natural detoxification to help protect against the appearance of cirrhosis, especially alcoholic cirrhosis. So while I'm not advocating drinking too much alcohol, I can recommend regular coffee if you do such a cleansing body cleanser and help your liver be protected a little more. Coffee is good for your heart. You may have heard that coffee can cause heart attacks. However, many studies point to the benefits of coffee for cardiovascular health. Coffee can improve muscles in veins and arteries. Smooth, dynamic muscles can promote blood flow. Drinking 1 to 5 cups of coffee a day can also prevent atherosclerosis, plaque buildup in the arteries. One study found that people who did not drink caffeine-rich caffeine could show deposits of plaque in their arteries compared to those who drank moderately. Some studies show that people who drink coffee have a 20% lower risk of stroke. Although more research and lifestyle choices may affect heart health, these studies show that people drink coffee and heart health. Coffee can reduce the risk of depression. Depression is a serious mood disorder that affects twice as many women as men. It causes serious symptoms that affect how you think, feel and deal with everyday activities such as sleeping, eating or working. About 20% of women will be affected by depression throughout their lives. Studies have found that increasing coffee consumption reduces the risk of depression. It is not entirely clear why this happens, but it is a great reason to drink coffee. So, next time you consider yourself as a glass, and if possible some nature and sunlight also help to reduce depression. In fact, despite some potential long-term benefits, for many of us excessive coffee consumption may have some negative impact on our health here and now, especially about the digestive system and the level of stress. Coffee and hydrochloric acid. Drink coffee in the empty stomach, such as the first thing in the morning, to stimulate the production of hydrochloric acid. This can be a problem because HCl should only be produced to digest meals. If your body needs to make more regular HCl to meet regular cups of coffee, it may be difficult to produce enough to cope with a large meal. Protein digestion is particularly affected by the lack of hydrochloric acid in the stomach, and protein-based foods can enter the small intestine before being damaged properly. Non-digestible proteins are involved in many health problems, including hives and gas to IBS, diverticulitis and even colon cancer. In fact, the effect of not digesting your food due to low acid hydrochloric acid in the stomach can be related to dozens of other health problems. Some experts go as far as to say that almost all diseases begin in the gut. With this, you can see why it is important to restrict anything that interfere with its proper functioning. Kidney and coffee. People who drink heavy coffee may have trouble getting enough minerals in their diet, even if they eat mineral-rich or supplemental foods. This is due to the way coffee affects the absorption of iron in your stomach, and especially your kidneys are able to retain calcium, zinc, magnesium and other important minerals. Although all of these minerals are essential for health, from a digestive perspective, any interference with magnesium absorption is particularly worrying, as it is necessary to maintain the regularity of intestines, and many of us are missing it. Heartburn. Acid reflux and heartburn may be due to the way coffee relaxes the lower esophageal sphincter. This small muscle should be closed when you have eaten to prevent the contents of the stomach from returning to the esophagus and burning the delicate liner with hydrochloric acid. Caffeine is known to relax esophageal sphincter. Coke and high-caffeinated beverages can also contribute to heartburn, but coffee is particularly problematic. Even decaf often causes heartburn problems for some people, and researchers think that other compounds in coffee can also contribute to acid reflux problems, ulcers, IBS and acidity. Many compounds in coffee, such as caffeine and other acids in coffee, can irritate the stomach and lining in the small intestine. It is known to be a problem for people with ulcers, gastritis, IBS and Crohn's disease, and doctors often recommend patients with these conditions to avoid complete coffee. Ulcers are thought to be caused by Helicobacter pylori. However, acidic coffee in the stomach can contribute to the poor stomach lining needed for H. pylori to keep the original. Drinking coffee can also stimulate the intestinal mucosa, which can lead to abdominal cramps and removal problems, often alternating between constipation and diarrhea. This condition is called irritable bowel syndrome, and more people are being diagnosed with it in recent years.